I want to read to you today Nehemiah 13, 15 through 18 in the NLT. It says, "In those days I saw men of Judah treading wine presses on the Sabbath. They were also bringing in grain, loading it on donkeys, and bringing their wine, grapes, figs, and all sorts of produce to Jerusalem to sell, even on the Sabbath. So I rebuked them for selling their produce on that day. And when it was almost dark before the Sabbath began, I ordered that the gates be shut and not opened until after the Sabbath. The ink on the covenant is barely dry." One of the things the people had just publicly sworn to do was keep the Sabbath and to keep it holy and set apart. And now Nehemiah walks outside and he finds them breaking it out in the open in the daylight. Loading donkeys, selling produce, running their markets like nothing had ever happened and like it was okay to just do it like they always had done it. Then he confronts them. He reminds them that this exact pattern of disobedience is what sent their ancestors into exile. And then, instead of just issuing a warning and hoping for the best, he does something concrete. He stations his own men at the city gates every Friday evening and shuts them himself. Listen, protecting what matters doesn't run on good intentions, okay? Nehemiah knew that if the gates stayed open, the merchants would come in and the people would buy. So he removed the option. He made the right thing easier and the wrong thing harder. That's not legalism, that's just wisdom. Most of us know what our weak spots are. We know what gets in if we leave our gates open. The question isn't whether we believe the Sabbath matters or whether we believe the rest matters or whether we believe God's word or any number of things matter. The question is whether we're willing to shut the gate. What's the gate in your life that you need to actually shut, not just mean to shut? Pick one gate, one specific boundary that would protect your time with God or with your family or your mental health or your integrity. Decide what shutting it actually looks like in practice. Nehemiah didn't make a speech about the importance of Sabbath. He closed the gates and he stood there himself. That is the kind of follow-through that changes things. It's the kind of follow-through that we're called to have as believers.